What in the world is happening with King County real estate? Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, buddy. You got to see this. Supply and demand, everyone's favorite graphs. So the blue is the demand. Blue is the number of homes that went under contract. The green is the supply, the number of homes that went on contract. And looky, an increase in supply in September. That's really, let's see, this was not that unusual. That's what you got, this end of the summer push, right? But it's still higher than anything that happened in any month last year. So you're talking about more supply. Demand went up to follow it, which hasn't happened recently. Even the Septembers that of the last 2 years, demand dropped, demand increased. Now, interest rates were dropping, so that definitely accounts for some of that increase, but there's still more supply coming to market. I'm really interested to see what happens here in October. What this means is if you're selling, you need to be priced right, right? If you were on the market, more houses came on to compete with you. You got to be talking about price drops at this point. If you're, and if you're coming to market newly, you got to price it really well, all right, to compete, because there's an increase in supply. Now, what's predictable is October will be lower. Be really surprising to have October be higher than September. That never happens. Could happen. Hasn't happened in the past. And demand will probably stay, this is a really steady demand graph. Okay, that's, you can see the last 2 years, demand really does do a sharp. This has been relatively flat. So if you're buying, what that means is you've got a lot of inventory to look at compared to last year for sure. And you're in the driver's seat. Anyone who's been on the market for a while, you can negotiate a great deal. So if something comes to the market that you like, nab it if it's priced right. Otherwise, you got a lot of room to negotiate. So that's what's happening in King County, that there's an increase in inventory. Buyer demand is up, but not as much as the supply is. So you've got some leverage there. If you have questions about your situation, because every situation is different, every situation is unique, let me know. That's what I'm here for. Love to help you with that. Aaron Hendon at Christine and Company over at EXP Realty. And I'll talk to you next month. Party on, Wayne. What in the world is happening with Pierce County real estate? Oh, you got to see this. Super exciting. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, supply and demand for Pierce County. Green is the supply, number of new homes on the market. Blue is the demand, ones that went under contract. If you just watch the King County, you can see this is really different. That supply was down compared to last month. So September supply didn't reach, what's the month before September? August. August is the month before September, Aaron. It didn't reach that level. So less supply. And demand stayed steady. So that means for you, sellers, you got a great market in Pierce County to sell into. Why? Because there's less supply and demand is steady. Well, that's always a recipe for solid pricing. So if you're coming to market, I would definitely look at coming to market soon so that you get to take advantage of this before the buyers go away for the fall. If you're buying and you see something you like, you better nab it because it's not going to last. And if you see something that's been on the market a while, you got some room to negotiate. But it's unlikely that there's going to be, like King County, a glut of supply. This is not a glut of supply. This is a limited supply situation for Pierce County. So if you see something you like, jump on that. If you're coming to market, you got to price it right, but you have a really good shot at getting that thing sold. You got questions, I got answers. Every situation is unique. Every buyer is different. Every seller is different. You all need specific consultation based on your circumstances. Let me know what I can do for you. Aaron Hendon over at Christine and Company with EXP, and I'll talk to you next month. What in the world's happening with Snohomish County real estate? Oh, this is interesting. Are you ready? Let's check it out. Here you go. Supply and demand for Snohomish. Green is supply, number of new listings. Blue is demand, number of homes that went under contract. So you can see a couple things. One is last month was below slightly the previous month. So September was lower than August. So less supply, but demand went down too. So this is unlike King and unlike Pierce. This is a unique situation. This hasn't happened in either of the two major markets in our area, that demand is dropping along with supply. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you're listing into a decreasing competition market. Good for you as a seller. If you're buying, well, there's lower demand to go along with the less supply. So prices should remain relatively steady. If you find a house that's been on the market a while, you can negotiate. If you find a house you like, I would nab it, just because that supply and demand is pretty close to each other and it's tracking. It's the delta between the two is similar. So it should be a steady priced market. So if you see something you like, grab it. If you see something that's been on the market for a while, negotiate it. Now, look, every situation is different. Every body is different. Every situation, everyone's demands are different. Individual consultations are the only way to go. Don't make broad generalizations out of anything. Get a consultation. Those are free. I'd be happy to work with you about any questions you have about the market. But this is a really good time for you to be either a buyer or a seller in this market. Interest rates are coming down. Should be a really, really, really fun time. Let me know what questions you have about your situation. I'm here to help you. Aaron Hendon with Christine & Company over at EXP. And I'll see you next month. What in the world is happening with Kitsap County real estate? Whoa, well, whoa, 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 whoa. A unique situation is brewing here. You ready to see it? Here we go. All right, supply and demand for Kitsap County. Green is the supply, number of new homes that came to market. Blue is the demand, the number of homes that went under contract off the market. So you can see a couple things here. One is supply is down a little bit and demand is down a little bit. It's pretty close, pretty steady. Certainly the delta between the two is really close. So what does that mean? That means if you're selling into a decreasing inventory situation. And if you're buying in a steady buyer's market. A steady buyer demand. It's still a seller's market in Kitsap County. Those numbers are really close together. So if you're selling, price it right, you should have a relatively easy time getting that place sold. If you're buying and you see something that's been on the market a while, you can negotiate a better price. But if you see something you like that's new, I would grab it. I'd be prepared maybe for multiple offers, but don't wait on it, because there is a decreasing supply situation happening and demand is really close to the supply, meaning everything that comes to market is being sold. So again, every situation is unique. Everybody has different needs. Let me know what your considerations are, and let's take a look at your situation and make the best plan for you. But this is if you're selling, you should have and you price it right, you should be able to get that sold. And if you're buying, I would move quickly in Kitsap County. Let me know what questions you have. What do you need? Let's talk about it. Aaron Hendon with Christine & Company over at EXP. I'll talk to you next month. What in the world's happening with Vashon Real Estate? Well, again, it is a freak show on Vashon. Are you ready? Let's check it out. All right, supply and demand for Vashon. Green is the supply, number of new listings that came to market. Blue is the demand, number of homes that went under contract. And what do we see? Well, supply, new listings went down just a little bit, but look at the buyer demand. Way off compared to the number of new listings. There are, in fact, more homes available on Vashon than I've seen anytime in the last 5-6 years. So it is a really good time to be a buyer. If you're selling on Vashon, you better price that baby right, because you are going into an inventory situation where there is 35 choices for people. It is a big deal on Vashon to get a home sold these days. It is not easy. You are not going to get the pricing you could get 2 years ago. If you're buying, you have your pick of the litter. You should be able to negotiate a great price for a home. So look, every situation is different. Everybody is unique. Everything needs special consultation because your needs are specific to you and what you need to get accomplished. You need a real great consultation. That's what I provide for free for anyone who's interested in the Vashon market. Let me know what I can do for you. Let's talk about your situation so you get to price right, or let's go see some homes. Let's get one of these 35 homes that you might want. Let's go take a look. Let me know what I can do for you. Aaron Hendon with Christine and Company over at EXP, and I'll talk to you next month.